So one of the
Let's
first
try
things
it.
they did, yep, go on.
I think watermelons are overrated. Bananas are better.
Okay, that's quite a statement.
Yeah, I have to say, that's a pretty strong opinion you've got there.
It's interesting how our taste can be so different.
Exactly. And you
Hello everyone, my name is Arshia.
And I'm Yasha.
Welcome to the 11th episode of AI Over Coffee. Today we're going to speed run some news so
Yeah.
that we can keep the video under 10 minutes. I know you guys are very busy, so we can...
It was a
jump-
busy week also for AI.
Yeah, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so Yasha, we have a brand new reasoning model from OpenAI.
Yep.
We've mentioned it before, O3 Mini in our Christmas special, but tell us what's different between this one and O1.
Yeah. So basically, right now we have everyone has access to OpenAI O3 Mini in the API. So you can already access it, and it's basically the same thing that they announced like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
For the researchers, now it's available online for enterprise use. As we suspected, like there's three basically how do you say, like three modes for O3 Mini. So
There's around a
low, medium, high.
24% jump between
Yes.
O1 Mini and O3 Mini.
Well, to be honest, like they saw it in different tasks, and there is not much. The accuracy is kind of the same, but O1 model is really a big model. So O3 Mini is able to have somewhat the same accuracy, but it's really lightweight model and it's faster, a lot faster. So that's the advantage. And if you even see the pricing, it's 15 times cheaper than the O1 model. So
So it's better results for cheaper and smaller.
yeah.
Good.
And guess who added the feature right away?
FlowHunt.
Less than 24 hours.
Yeah. Of course, we got both DeepSeek R1 that we talked about last week and O3 model implemented already in
Yeah,
FlowHunt.
both of them are already available in FlowHunt. So
And
you can
since
go and check it.
DeepSeek's website's not up, you can use FlowHunt to
Yeah, exactly.
to try DeepSeek. It's perfect.
You can see the whole thought process there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so since we had hands-on experience with O3 Mini and DeepSeek, we were able to, you were able to compare them both together
Yeah.
and
yeah.
see in agents though.
Yeah, in agents. So basically, we are more specialized in agentic use.
Yeah.
So that's why we really want to evaluate them in agentic use. But first, in this blog, we went through like how we evaluated them. And the first use case is basically a simple use case with a simple LLM call, which I told them, okay, give me the first 10 moves of Roy Lopez chess opening, because
Yeah.
I saw a lot of models were struggling with this. So I compared DeepSeek with the O3 Mini model.
Cool.
And actually O3 Mini did a better job in this, because it really went through the whole process, and actually in the first 10 moves DeepSeek made a blunder in the 8th move.
I
So
see.
yeah, and but O3 Mini didn't do that, so it's for sure better in kind of reasoning in chess, at least.
Okay.
But the most important one is actually evaluating these two models on agentic use, because agentic use is something that a lot of models are struggling with. And the first use case is this is a task that we have given them. So we give it a company name, then the agent should go through Google. It should search the web page and find the pricing page, and suggest enhancement in your pricing page based on what it sees in the pricing page. And this is the flow actually that we created. But basically the result is
Just as a side note, these agents have to be able to use tools that we are giving them.
yes.
So they have to be able to reason and have tool calling functionalities where
Yeah.
they can utilize our tools.
True. So that's why this is basically the prompt that you see in the web page. So it's just 2 sentences. I just say go do this and then send me an email.
Yeah.
So just that.
The rest is up to the LLM to make the decisions on what they want to do and what tools they want
Yep.
to use.
Okay. Yeah, and so DeepSeek first. So it goes to Google. It searches FlowHunt pricing page. It scrapes the URL. That's the correct URL. And then it just generates the text, it doesn't connect to the email tool, basically.
Yeah.
And from different iterations that we went through, basically, DeepSeek is not really good in tool calling agent, even comparing to GPT-4o. So that's a limitation that I currently see, or we currently see. So yeah, that's the first result. OpenAI O3 Mini did a better job. So first it did a Google search, the same term actually, and the same URL. And then it was able to actually go to the email, send an email to me, and that's the content of the email. And it's more thorough. Yeah, I would say like the result is a lot better.
I mean, OpenAI has been perfecting their agentic AI for a while, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But a lot of people were arguing that DeepSeek is now in the same level as OpenAI. But from what we're seeing, actually, in tool calling, actually these reasoning models, all these providers didn't enhance their models, the reasoning models for tool calling. They focus more on PhD level mathematics and this stuff. So that's why this is something that it was not that much improved between GPT-4o and reasoning models.
Very nice. Okay. Next up, we have some drama between OpenAI and DeepSeek. They actually sued DeepSeek, OpenAI, if I believe so.
They did.
So I'm going to pull up an article right here about the CEO of OpenAI, right, suing DeepSeek. So we can see that they claim that DeepSeek used the output of OpenAI to train DeepSeek.
Yes. So basically, there's this thing called distillation. I think we went through in previous episodes, but distillation means you get a big model, like O1 model, which you usually call it like a parent model, and then you're trying to give it like 1 million inputs and get the outputs, and then train another smaller model, which is called student model,
based on the
parent model. So that's basically what they're claiming that they did.
Okay, interesting. The result of that, or maybe not exactly directly, NVIDIA took a blow, right?
Yes.
So NVIDIA stock, it's actually down to 13%, but on the first day it was around 18%. 17%, yeah.
18, yeah.
17 to 18% drop because of the DeepSeek announcement and everything.
That also explains like how the people like in financial sector or the stock sector, they cannot really predict really good, because like to me it was obvious. It was like, okay, it goes down, but it will come up because that means you need more power, or US companies like NVIDIA need more power and more money to spin up new GPUs and then train better models. So it will get up. So
I mean, it's a cycle between that's been in history all the time.
Yeah.
Someone comes up with something, we get something better. We just keep going. Right?
Exactly.
It's good. It's some good competition.
Yeah.
So the CEO of Anthropic actually has something to say about the new DeepSeek R1 whole controversy around it.
Yeah. So basically, he wrote this essay that he's really a smart guy. So there are 3 points that he mentioned with AI development. So the first one is scaling laws.
Right.
So that has been there for a while. So basically, when you increase your number of data set, then the scaling law says that basically the AI models will progress or will be enhanced linearly. So that's the first thing. So the more money you give for the hardware infrastructure or anything, then the AI will improve. Then the shifting the curve. So basically, any new small developments in the architecture of the models or similar, it will cause. He actually introduces this compute multiplier. Okay. So that's like a factor that the models will get better if you take the talent of a company into consideration, and that's why a lot of companies will spend more on employees or talented people.
Of course.
And then the third paradigm is like shifting the paradigm, like really big changes in the AI. Like first we had this paradigm of training models, like pre-training, and now we have the test time training, so post-processing of the AI models.
Okay.
So that's like a big shift paradigm that O1 model, like the reasoning model, is a new kind of paradigm of model. So he's arguing these will this kind of paradigm shifts will also cause the models to be a lot better. And DeepSeek, with all of this, DeepSeek V3 actually, so the model before DeepSeek R1, was the real thing that changed not the paradigm shift, but the second actually. So basically the shifting the curves.
Yeah. But he wasn't very impressed with it, no?
He was not that much impressed actually. So he was impressed with the DeepSeek V3, and he also says guys behind DeepSeek are really smart people, and they know what they're doing. And it was not to be honest, 6 million budget. It was a lot more than that. But yeah, overall, he's they did a good job in creating the architecture, but they are basically what they created is equivalent to the US models, 7 to 10 months older.
Okay.
So that's
All right, interesting. Very nice. Okay, so now we can move on to the product of the week. We brought it back this week, and because I used it actually, I used this product for myself.
Yeah.
It's called NotebookLM from Google, and I used it to study some of my material when I wasn't actually reading anything. Right, when I was in the bus or anything, I would just listen to it like a podcast. So basically, what you can do is to give it sources, and based on your sources, you can chat with your sources. So pretty much something that we're doing in FlowHunt.
Exactly.
Much.
Yeah.
So you give it some sources, you can chat with it, and also in the studio section, you can actually make an entire podcast out of it. So,
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. You're ready to get into it. Today, we're diving into the world of AI reasoning models.
we gave
kinda
it we gave it the blog that we just mentioned, the DeepSeek versus OpenAI O3 Mini. And it made an entire podcast out of it. It's 12 minutes. It's not that long, but it's still very interesting.
Life and your work.
But the coolest part is the interactive mode.
Okay.
Now,
what's that?
when you click that, they're gonna start talking.
All right, welcome back to the
Everything's
deep
as
dive. You
normal.
ready to get into it?
They're gonna
Today
start
we're
talking.
diving into the world
And then you can
of
join
AI
in.
reasoning.
Okay.
As a guest.
Kind of like the
And you
the
can
real
say some
thinkers of the
outrageous
AI.
things, and they'll
Yeah,
be
the
like,
brains of the operation.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
We've got this
for example,
fascinating
I can
blog
ask
post
them
from
about
FlowHunt,
the
and they
DeepSeek
actually
model,
put
and-
two different AI.
Oh, wait. Someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
hey, I just wanted to ask, can you give a brief history on DeepSeek models before we get into the comparison between DeepSeek and OpenAI? So they're going to process it now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great question.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important to know where these models came from.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit. DeepSeek is actually a pretty recent player in the AI world. It was founded in 2023.
That's right. And what's fascinating
Yeah,
is
we
that
gotta
they're really
fact check that,
focused
right?
on
Yeah.
creating powerful models that are also very efficient.
Right, and that's a crucial thing, especially when you're talking about running AI that can do some pretty heavy lifting.
And, while they might be a younger company compared to, say, OpenAI, they've quickly made a name for themselves with their innovative approach.
Yeah, and
those
that
journal
blog post
stuff.
we're looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
today, it's a
I mean, they're
perfect example
replicating
of how
a
they're pushing the
podcast,
boundaries.
so
Yeah,
So
yeah.
before we
They're
jump
not
into the comparison, does that
prioritizing,
give you a
like,
little bit of the background you were looking
crazy
for?
information.
I think that's a good overview, and we'll definitely keep that context in mind as we go through this comparison.
All right, so FlowHunt
So
basically
then they're
threw them
gonna
into these
start
challenges
Yeah.
to see
going
how they
ahead.
perform.
But you can
Like a
ask it
mental
really
health
weird
happens if
things.
you
I know,
ask,
right?
Irrelevant.
It's amazing. So
questions.
one of the
Let's
first
try
things
it.
they did, yep, go on.
I think watermelons are overrated. Bananas are better. So let's see.
Okay, that's quite a statement.
Yeah, I have to say, that's a pretty strong opinion you've got there.
It's interesting how our taste can be so different.
Exactly. And it's kind of like with AI, right? Different models have different
they're gonna
tastes.
relate
Some might
it.
be like a
Shift from the
watermelon
topic,
and
right?
others maybe a banana.
I see what you do there, drawing a connection.
I am. Even though it seems like a total digression, the way we perceive things is actually really relevant to how
Why
we
banana?
develop AI.
So
That's
they
true, yeah,
tried to
our
make a
values and
connection
preferences
between
are
watermelons and
always
bananas,
part
and
of the
then DeepSeek
And
and
then-
So with that in
OpenAI.
mind, let's get back to our
And they just
discussion
kept
about the
it
AI
going.
models
So it's pretty
and
impressive,
how they
actually.
performed on the FlowHunt blog.
So yeah, that was it.
exactly.
And
So
you can go try this out. I'll link it in the description below.
It's free.
It's completely free, because it's Google. Obviously, they have unlimited money, and I use this a lot with my studies because it's a nice way when you're like walking around, going to university before the examinations and everything. You can just listen to it and learn, which is pretty cool. And you can ask questions about your notes. If you don't understand something, you can just ask questions about it. And it's a very helpful tool, at least for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I think that was it for this week. I hope we can get it down to 10 minutes, but I don't think so. It got a little longer.
We'll see.
But yeah, that's all.
Yep. Thanks.
AI news for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.
Bye.